Sure, she's cute on Rokkenjima, but this is like an entire different level. I wonder from what time this diary is. But Butler would be like 12 years older, right? It doesn't mean that he acknowledged her, she just got a ring. What is happening with this game? They couldn't see stuff? Obviously, the normal thing to do, to be honest. That is pretty dumb. Yeah, sure, like I will believe that. Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Umineko. Yeah, so, first of all, I have a little bad news for you. The stream we had about the theories and stuff, it's sadly dead. It was at first blocked, like no one could watch it at all. Then I've edited, and YouTube processed that on the YouTube side, and this whole stream just got like frozen at 30 minutes mark. It's literally impossible now to recover the 4 to 5 hour stream, so yeah, I cannot show you this suddenly, but there's one thing. I will do a short video about my theory about episode 1. Because I did the theory, I had some free time and I've spent like hours making like charts and everything. And I did a theory about episode 1. I've presented it already on like Discord channel, which you can find the link in the description, by the way. And apparently I got some stuff right. Not all, but some stuff right, probably. They wouldn't tell me what, but I will use this as a baseline, like this theory I made, as a baseline for my future theories about episode 2, episode 3 and so on, and in Umineko in general. So yeah, I will just like present you my thought process and what happened in the episode 1 basically. But this will be like the separate video, I just wanted to mention it now, and yeah, I hope you will look forward to it, and yeah, let's just follow with the episode 4 and let's see what will happen. Let's follow the Maria path. Let's see. Maria went for shopping with Sakurato. With her knapsack on her back and half of Sakurato's face peeking out of it, she triumphantly walked through the shopping district late at night. Well, it wasn't the time of day after all. It was the time of the day after all. Everyone in the shopping district was either a shop owner lowering the shutters on their shops, or an employee rushing, or else staggering on their way home. Amidst of all that, Maria, who was in a good mood, like someone on hike, probably looked quite merry. Every once in a while, passing employees would glance at her back, with the eyes of someone seeing something out of the place. Office ladies giggled at the cute stuffed animal poking its head out of the knapsack. The supermarket had been closed for a while by this time. However, convenience stores have been growing in popularity lately, stayed open up until midnight. It was very convenient for Maria, whose mother's return was often late. Aww. Anhon. I think this is Ho. Anhon. Maria lowered the knapsack from her back and, carrying it like a child in her arms, she headed over to sweet buns. I mean, she is a child, so... She pointed to a sweet bun she had eaten before, explaining to Sakurato that this one was delicious, and that one was pretty good too. Sakurato seems to be enjoying it a lot.
3色パンにする。これ一つでね、あんことクリームといちごジャムが食べられるの。でもたまにウグイスあんだったり白あんだったりするの。あんこは一種類でいい。
Okay.
うりゅう。いろいろ入ってて面白そう。
Oh, that would be like you're looking at Maria in shop and she's like talking to herself with moving Sakurato head.
うりゅう。あ マリアはフルーツヨーグルトにする。
Because if we disable magic, basically, then this is what's happening. Like she's talking to herself. I mean, yeah, she's like talking with Sakurato, but yeah, like double voice.
フルーツ入ってるけどお菓子じゃないよね。きっとママも大丈夫。サク太郎もどれか欲しい？売りはいいの？お金は大丈夫？全然平気。ほら、聖徳太子なの。
Shokto Taishi. What's Shokto
だ
Taishi?
からサク太郎にも好きなものを買ってあげられるよ。
What's the Shokto Taishi? Shotoku Taishi. Do you know? Let me know in the comments. What it is.
サク太郎もヨーグルト食べる？
When Maria made to grab another one of the same fruit yogurt, Sakurato bent his head slightly worried.
でも僕大きいのは食べられないから小さいのでいい。おお。
Maria is so cute in these flashbacks. Just look at her. Like, this is the pose. This is the pose and the smile and her face. Like, everything with her is so freaking cute in these flashbacks. Like, we never see her like this in Rokkenjima. Sure, she's cute on Rokkenjima, but this is like an entire different level.
じゃあこの小さいお菓子ヨーグルトは30円だね。安い。
30 yen, okay.
うりゅ、僕はそれでいい。マリアと一緒にヨーグルト。サクタルと一緒にヨーグルト。
That's awesome. Maria put the 3 colored bread and the 2 yogurts into the shopping basket and brought them to the register. The man running the register had been in charge of the tobacco shop that had been here until last year.
お嬢ちゃん、この時間によく見かけるね。偉いけど、今度からこの時間のお買い物にはお母さんと一緒においでね。
I mean, yeah. Like, she's not coming back home. At least now.
って言ったから大丈夫。ママはいつもお仕事で帰りが遅いけど、
Yeah.
マリアたちは寂しくなんかないの。ね、サク太郎。うりゅー。
そっか、そりゃ大変だね。ほら、ジュースを一本おまけしてあげるよ。
Aww, that's awesome. This guy is amazing. The man working at the store took a can of leftover soda or something from behind the register and packed it in the bag with everything else. Aww, cool guy.
ありがとう。よかったね、サク太郎。うりゅー。
Yeah, the guy at the register is not surprised by Sakurato, so obviously she's talking to herself and playing with Sakurato. That's not magic. Since she had been told not to buy soda, she couldn't take it back home. So she decided to drink it on her own way back and not bring the empty can back home. With a vinyl bag with a sweet bun in it around her elbow, holding the knapsack with Sakurato in it with the same arm and drinking her soda, the two of them walked home. Sorry.
柚子胡椒ソーダって微妙。
Aww.
サク太郎も飲んでみる？おりゅおりゅおりゅおりゅおりゅおりゅおりゅ。わあ、おりゅ。マリアひどい。
Okay.
まじゅい。だよね。
Of course, it's not like she could actually make a stuffed animal drink soda. She just put the can to Sakura's mouth and pretended to eat it. But it was fun for Maria to show the taste of this weird drink that she had gotten for free with Sakurato. That was a huge moon in the sky. At times, that moon had been clouded by tears, and she had been unmanageable during Rosa's overnight stays. And when, she'd been scolded by her mother. But this moon was very warm, and it seems to watch over the two of them as they enjoyed the trip home by themselves. Maria and Sakurato. And can watch the two of them go from behind. Aww. Yeah, we're still reading the diary. She looked so warm from behind. After looking at the bags of Maria, One-chan, and Sakurato together, it became very hard to remember all of those long nights when she cried because her mother hadn't come home. I couldn't say it to Maria One-chan, but if I'd been in the same position, I might have given a stuffed animal the name Sakurato. But it wouldn't have been anything more or less than a stuffed animal. Anyone can make a relationship that only distracts you from your loneliness, but Maria One-chan was different. Sakurato isn't a stuffed animal or a toy. He was a real friend. And far from just distracting Maria from her loneliness, he changed the nights without her mother into a fun time where they could play all by themselves. That's amazing. I like that backstory. Was it because Sakurato was a special stuffed animal? Because her mother had made it herself? Probably. Because it was very, very cute? Probably not. If there's a secret here, it doesn't lie within Sakurato. I think it probably lies within Maria One-chan. I mean, it's a gift from her beloved mother, so...
これがマリアお姉
So
ちゃ
yeah.
んの言う魔法の力なの。
The power of love.
魔法を知るということは、今まですぐそばにいたのに気づけなかったたくさんの友達に気づけるということ。
This is still kinda bizarre, like she can like apparently talk with Maria.
まるで新しいおもちゃ屋さんが近所にたくさんできるみたいに楽しいこと。
Even if I locked up in the academy without a single friend, had power like Maria One-chan, I wonder if I could make my days just a bit richer. I wonder if I would be okay to honestly shed tears on nights I feel like crying, to smile on grey nights.
できるよ。エンジェはできる。だってエンジェにだって魔女になれる資格があるもん。魔女になる資格。
What it takes to become a witch. Okay, and what is this? Glove?
マリアも魔女になれる資格あるんだよ。
Okay, yeah, I suspect you have because you're like... You are very... I mean, you are even mentioned in the tips menu that you have like magical powers. You are not like mentioned as a witch, but... Yeah.
だからまだまだ勉強中の修行中なの。きっと素敵な魔女になってほうきでお空をかけてケーンで虹を描いて飴玉を空から降らせるの。マリアはきっとできるよ。そしたらエンジェにも見せてあげるね。きっとそれは素敵な夢の中のような光景だから。
Marina-chan said that, making an absolute promise with her smile. There's no way I can become a witch. But if Marina-chan says that, it makes me feel that maybe I really can become a witch. Yeah, like 12 years later. Because in reality, on that desolate night, when no flower of a smile could possibly have bloomed, her magic surely gave birth to a smile.
魔女になれるかな。なれるよ。エンジェは少し年齢を重ねちゃったから魂が少し重力に惹かれちゃってる。
Yeah, like, I guess, because you have to like believe in the stuff and you can believe in that stuff probably when you're like younger because you're a kid. And the more grow up you are, like, the more like realistic you became.
だからマリアよりも修行は大変かもしれないけど、でもきっとなれるよ。だってもうエンジェは魔法の一端に触れてるもの。私が魔法？うん。だってほら、 もうこの世にはいない私をこうして呼び出して語らっているよ。
Yeah, but this is weird, like she's talking to actually Maria, but on the other hand, she's reading the diary, so she can like just read this and imagine that Maria is talking to her, having like internal monologue with her. That's probably what's happening here.
これは魔法なの？うん。
Because she lost her family.
私が日記に残した魂のかけらをエンジは魔法で膨らませて私を蘇らせてる。
Okay.
さっきも言ったよね。こうして私と再会して会話ができて時に笑顔を見せられるんだから、エンジは魔法の才能がきっとあるんだよ。マリアお姉ちゃんが保証する。
They so love each other. They're like true sisters. They're not from like the same family. I mean like the line of the family. But they're like from within Ushiromiya family in general. I wonder how much contact they had before Maria went to Rokkenjima. Were they like meeting often? Angie was 6. So she shouldn't like really remember much, or maybe she should. I don't know how far you can remember. Like, huh? I wonder. Do you know how far do you remember your childhood? Do you know the age? Because I have the memory when I was a kid. The earliest I can find, but I don't remember what age I was back then. So, I don't know. Huh. Interesting. Let me know in the comments if you know the age of your earliest memory as a child.
お姉ちゃんはさっき言ったわ。私は日記を開いた時にしか会えないと思ってるけど、本当はいつも身近にいるって。私に魔法の力がもっとあれば、それを見て、今こうしているようにお姉ちゃんと会話ができる？
This really feels like the talk that people have about love. Like, the loves are always with you, even if they're gone, they're still with you. Something like that. So I guess like only Maria showing up here actually and talking to Angie is just a representation of that feeling. And for now, Angie can just see Maria and talk with her and remember her like that only when she like actually browsing her memories. But she can potentially like have a feeling that she's with her all the time.
いつでも？いつでもお話できるよ。朝のおはようの時だっていつもそばにいるし、授業中だってそばにいる。退屈な授業は私とお話しして気を紛らわせようよ。食事の時には話し相手になれるし、お昼休みだってこれまでのようにいつも一緒にいようよ。放課後だって一緒にいるし、もちろん寮に帰ってからだって私はいつもそばにいる。日記を広げた時にしか私を見てくれないだけ。
Don't see me except when your diary is open. Yeah. Once again, the bold text.
日記を閉じてもマリアお姉ちゃんは私のそばに。いるよ。だからエンジが私を見ようとして、そして話そうとしてくれれば私はきっと答えられるよ。しっかりと見て話そうとしてくれれば。私やってみる。
Okay, good.
簡単じゃないよ。いきなり上手くなんてきっといかないよ。
I wonder if she managed to ever do that. I mean, we saw her like in the future, right? And it doesn't seem like she was like able to do this. She was pretty depressed.
きっと簡単じゃないと思う。でも私 マリアお姉ちゃんみたいになりたい。
Also, I wonder, like, is this diary... This diary was always like... Was the diary that was like left by Maria before she went to Rokkenjima, or they like found it on Rokkenjima, like the police, and they brought it back and gave it to Angie, basically? I wonder from what time this diary is. When she wrote it, I mean, yeah, she wrote it like way back, but I wonder if this diary have some of like information about Rokkenjima as well, because if that diary was with her on Rokkenjima, then she could like write there. And you remember from episode 1 ending that there was like a notepad message? Maybe that was like some like part of this notebook from this diary. Yeah, random thoughts again.
わかった。じゃあ私をよく見て。しっかり見て。うん。ゆっくり目を閉じたり開いたりして。いきなり長くつむっちゃダメ。私の姿を瞳に焼き付けては、それをまぶたの裏に染み込ませていくつもりで。
We will have the chant of Beatrice, basically.
やってる。
Like,
ま
remember
ぶたを
the...
閉じても私をイメージできるようになったら、そのままゆっくり柔らかく目を閉じていて。
Okay.
どう？まだ私が見えている？多分見えてると思う。じゃあ一度目を開いて。いよいよ本番。心を落ち着けたら日記を閉じて。
Okay.
その時一度マリアの姿は消えてしまうかもしれない。でも焦らずに心を落ち着けて。そしてまぶたの裏に染み込ませた私を逆に瞳に染み込ませていくつもりで、ゆっくりと虚空に私をイメージして。私を虚空に見て。大丈夫。
I really have nothing to talk about, really, right now. Like, I just enjoy this conversation. Like, this is amazing. But this is still very weird. Like, so, if Maria... Because I assume, we have to assume that that magic doesn't exist, okay? We have just to assume that. Let's just say that magic doesn't exist. So, it means that everything that Maria says is the internal monologue of Angie, and she is figuring this stuff out by herself. Like, how can I see Maria all the time? I will try to remember her. I will open my eyes, and she will be right there. Something like that, you know?
じゃあ閉じるね、日記。
And she's gone. Slowly, I closed it. When I did so, a grey reality filled with dull air unfolded. Of course, Marionette-chan form disappeared. Give it all you've got, have courage. Take the first step into the world of witches. I felt like Marionette-chan was cheering me on inside my heart. She's cheering me on? Really? Or do I just think that she is? No, that's wrong. It's because I think this is I cannot see her. Marionette-chan is always by my side, and even now she's definitely there, cheering me on to do my best. That reached my ears, so I mustn't ignore it. It's my imagination, or the voice of my own heart. I believe that Marionette-chan is there. I mustn't doubt. I believe. One-chan said she would always be by my side. I must not doubt that. By looking at the empty space, by the empty back wall of the school building, amidst those almost heartlessly boring rays of sunlight, calling out her name, was unexpectedly difficult. The chains of common sense that had clung to me until today sneered at me, telling me that calling out to the empty air was ridiculous. It was almost like being told to take a step forward off the roof of skyscraper overlooking a sea of lights. Wow! Wow, really? You're going to make a callback to the tea party. Wow! Wow, really? That's clever. It's Marione-chan saying it. It's alright. She's saying that I'm someone who can do it. Stop thinking that you might fall, or that you'll be foolish to take a step off a roof, and free yourself from those chains of common sense. And... can she do it? I steadied my breathing. I concentrated my mind. Make the vivid form of Marione-chan in an empty space before you. Rise to the surface. Understand magic. And see Marione-chan. And...
マリア、お姉ちゃん。
yeah, that's the same sound that we have in the menu. Or we're clicking like new game and stuff. I mean, yeah, in the menu it's probably a clock, but it's the same bell, I think.
誰かいるの？
At that time, I was answered by a rustle in the brushes and a wild cry, and I came to my senses. It looked like I wasn't the only one behind the school building. No, since I'd been so immersed into the world of the dairy, I hadn't noticed someone coming. I recognized a group of three beyond the bushes. They were kids from my class. Yeah, well, that sucks. From their appearance, it felt as though they'd come behind the school building to gossip about someone or talk in secret. Yeah, about Angie probably. Like, that sucks, like, I'm so annoyed. I hurried out of that place. Because of it became known that I'd been alone in a place like this. Mumbling to myself, I'd become a pain again.
言ったよね。言ったよね。マリアお姉ちゃんとか言ったよね。
Fuck.
やばくない？心霊とか見えちゃってんじゃないの？あれ。
You're talking about her dead sister. You are not doing that. You are not talking about that like this. Ready? Wow, the laugh. The witch laugh. I could hear the shrill laugh, loud laughter from behind. Irritated and feeling that Marione-chan had been made fun of, I left the place at a quick pace, and then a jog once I turned the corner. And I might have made it to One-chan ward with just a little more time. It was frustrating, aggravating. Why does everyone get in my way? I haven't gotten in anyone else's way, not even once. I ran and ran, but it still felt as though I could hear the shrill laughter. Yeah, that sucks. This whole situation that Angie was in, that's so bad. And now, 12 years later, 98. So we are back to just before she met with Eva, I guess. Or at least in like... Who the fuck are you? Hello? You are similar to no one I know.
あんた、ビルのてっぺんから飛び降りたんだって？
Wait, what? So this is after the tea party? Okay, okay. This is like making a lot of questions actually. How did she meet with Butler? How did she go to that place where the Butler is? If she literally jumped off the building and she actually survived that? I mean, we assume that magic doesn't exist, right? Okay, let's just assume that magic exists, because it's more complicated to assume that magic is non-existent, actually. Yeah. Episode 1 without magic is fine. It's totally fine. But it's get more complicated. I will like make a theory about this later. I will have to like analyze the red truths and stuff. But I haven't do this yet, so... I will just like throw my random minds for now.
追っかけがうざかったんで、ちょっと巻こうと思って。
Huh. Angie and the old gentleman wearing the expensive suit were alone in the massive modern conference room. All of the newest machines for presentations were installed there, but they didn't upset its refined and composed atmosphere, and that alone was enough to make the business-like the dim of the room abundantly clear. Okay, so I would like say that if she like jumped actually from the skyscraper and she survived somehow, I have no idea how that would happen, like how she survived. But if she meet with Butler at some point, that means she met with him later in the future, if magic doesn't exist. And that means that Butler is actually alive, and she managed to meet with him. And somehow she got onto the Rokkenjima. Because I assume that he's still on the Rokkenjima. I guess. Maybe? But Butler would be like 12 years older, right? If like magic don't exist and she like actually go to the Rokkenjima 12 years later, and Butler is still alive, that Butler would be like 12 years older, so he would be like... Butler's 18, right? So he would be 30. Butler would be 30 at that point. He doesn't look like 30. Unless this is Butler. However, that didn't matter at all to Angie. She carelessly sat on the high-class chair that the executives make a salary of several 10 million yen probably sat in, looking aloof from the world.
下の方の階で改装工事してて、転落防止ネットがあるの。
Oh,
知って
okay.
ましたし。
Okay. That's how she survived. Angie talked about it like it was not a big deal, but in reality, it had been a miracle among miracles. To think that she would shot through several layers of safety netting for the remodeling project, been cut in a multicolored banner adorning the atrium and slipped off, only to be softly cut by a final banner, land on the ground without a scratch, and then briskly leave the place. What the fuck? It put Hong Kong movies to shame. Yeah, I guess so. Like, how?
いくらネットがあるの知ってたって。
Wait, isn't this...
高さ200メートルの超高層だよ。
Wait, that's the same background we had when we had in the episode 2. When we were like following the family members, and this is the place where Kyrie and Rudolph is. This is like the bureau of Rudolph. So this guy is a successor of the business of the Rudolph and Kiria then? Who is he then? Did we met him? We might have. Like, he might be on the phone. I remember there was a phone call in the episode 2 when we had like Rudolph and Kiria scene here. In this place. Maybe he was on the phone then. Maybe he bought the company from Rudolph and Kiria after their deaths. Yeah.
もしも思い通りにならなかったら、今頃大変なことになってただろうや。
死んだら死んだで、それまでってことでもいいかなって思いまして。
Wow, yeah, more or less.
まあちょっとした運試しです。若気の至りってことで。
As though saying that should be enough of that topic, Angie shrugged coldly. Seeing that, the old gentleman, who was looking at the world below through a crack in the blinds, crackled.
運試しときたか。いやはや、やっぱり金蔵さんのお孫さんだね。うんぷてんぷ。天の流れに命を預けてもケロリとしてるその度胸。
So this guy knows Kinzo. I wonder if personally.
会長も博打に平気で命をかけられる人だったが、これも後ろ宮の血なのかね。
Chairman was also a woman who could say, yeah, so I guess this is about Kiria.
やっぱりあんた、将来大物になるよ。悪いことは言わない。家出ごっこはこの辺で切り上げて、スマデラの家に戻ったらどうだい？
Return to the Sumadera family? Why return? She never left Ushiromiya, right? So why return?
お母さん、
Interesting.
実家と仲が悪かったって聞いてます。
Mom had a bad relationship with her family? Well, she didn't really like the butler and Asumo, yeah.
お葬式で初対面の人の家になんて行きたくないです。
Oh. The Sumaderas are mom's family. Oh! That's why he said return, because she's like from Ushiromiya, but her mother is from the Sumadera. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. They are an old family from Kyoto, and compared to mom's frank attitude, unbelievably strict. The only Sumadera I'd been on the good terms with was Grandpa. He was living apart from his family under the guise of retirement. Mom kept in touch with him too, but she avoided the rest of the family completely, almost hostilely so, okay. Interesting. So when I went out to play with Sumadera's family, it was always Grandpa's house I visited. When I was young, I didn't really understand it. But I heard that Grandpa was in extremely weak position, as a man who moved into his family register. And his relationship with Grandma was also bad. Who moved into his wife's family register, so her grandpa is outside from Sumadera. Okay. You might even say that Grandma hated him and confined him to the house. Okay, that's like, what's wrong with this family? It is hard to imagine that because she had a soft spot for Grandpa alone. Mom was also hated by the Sumaderas. Since I was her daughter, they probably hated me quite a bit too. And yet, they appeared for the first time at Mom's funeral. Shamelessly, going on how big I'd gotten. Like they could actually act like family after all this time. Huh. When Aunt Eva died, I would inherit all the wealth of the Shirime family. Yeah, Sumaderas want to basically get the wealth, like, from her. Because she's so young. She's young. And they probably think that they can, like, use her. Like, you know, because she's young, she's like naive and stuff, that's what they think. And they want to like use her to get their hands on the wealth of the Ushiremiya, basically. If that wasn't what they were after, there's no way they would have been able to say such disgusting words.
まあ、一人ぼっちになっちまって、自暴自棄になりたいエンジェちゃんの気持ちもわからなくもないな。
自暴自棄とかじゃないです。小うるさいエヴァおばさんもやっとくたばったんで、久しぶりにのびのびと散歩してるだけじゃないですか。
Okay, so Eva is actually dead at this point, and she's basically the head of the family now. So Eva died at that time? At the tea party actually? Might be. Or she died like day after. It doesn't matter really. I think.
周りが大げさに騒ぎすぎなだけです。
She was in the best condition, so yeah, she was like she died probably at that night. Of course, everyone's after the vast Ushiremiya wealth I bear. They must think that becoming my guardian means they will be able to do as they please with that wealth. Yeah, not happening. Just how many people have tried to get close to me, acting like they want to be substitute parent.
エンジェちゃんも辛いことがあったら、俺でよかったらいつでも相談してな。
No thanks.
エンジェちゃんのこと、実の孫みたいに思ってるんだからさ。
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
はあ、当面はノーサンキューということで。それより話を戻してください。
エンジェちゃん、何度聞かれたって、俺が隠してることは何もないよ。
Sure you don't.
あの日の六軒島の唯一の生き残りが会長なんだ。
Chairman was the only survivor in Orkanjima that day. Okay, so the chairman they mentioned before was not Kirie, it was Eva. So this is the company of Hideyoshi's? Then? Is this the Hideyoshi company? Or they just mean the chairman as the head of the family? It might be the case as well. They might call the head of Ushiremiya family the chairman, basically.
その会長が何も語らずに言っちまった。
I guess it's not spoiler, so you can like let me know in the comments. If the chairman, they mean the head of the Ushiremiya family, or the chairman as the like chairman of Hideyoshi company, basically. Because I assume this is then Hideyoshi company because Eva was the chairman. They assume this is the head of Ushiremiya.
俺だって何もわからないよ。すべては闇の中だ。
This old gentleman was one of those leaders who had been entrusted with the business group Eva had built up after she passed away. Okay. The one he called chairman was the former chairman, Ushiremiya Eva. His company once had friendly ties with Hideyoshi's business. Okay, never mind, I guess you don't have to tell me in the comments what the chairman is. You can leave your face palms in the comments then. Why is this always happening to me? Why I'm talking about stuff and then like everything is getting destroyed? Why? Can someone explain this to me? What's wrong with me? And he'd had a close relationship with both Hideyoshi and Eva. For that reason, when Eva lost Hideyoshi, he became the only person to whom Eva might have let her true intentions slip. Whenever Eva's heart was torn by the loss of her family, whenever she took it out on Angie, he had acted as a buffer between the two. So although Angie didn't trust him, she found him a very easy person to question.
あの事件は、いや、事故か。
They call it an accident. Also, this is very weird to me as well. Like, we have Rokkenjima, right? The police arrived to Rokkenjima. Eva the only survivor. There are bodies in the mansion. Blood, death, everywhere. She's the only survivor. How is that possible that she was not charged by anything there? They surely had to find some evidence that she did something, right? Unless, I don't know. I need to find out what happened to Rokkenjima, really, like... There's so many things. Also, I feel like every episode is something different. I have a feeling like the stuff that I figured out on the episode 1, which I will make a video about this, is different from what happened in episode 2 and episode 3. I feel like each episode will need its own explanation. I don't think this is like everything together. Or maybe it is. I don't know yet. I didn't analyze the rest of the episodes. Yeah. I will try to find some time, but it's pretty rough because I'm trying to make episodes every day. But yeah.
事件なんて言っちまったら怒られちまうな。
Why?
それは俺も世間やワイドショーと同じ程度の疑問は持ったさ。
どうしてエヴァおばさんは事故当時屋敷から2キロも離れたところにたった一人で？
Wait, what? Wait, what? At the time of Aunt Eva was 2 kilometers away from the mansion?
それも嵐の晩に。
は？
当時、金蔵さんは次の後継ぎに誰を選ぶかで迷われていた。表向きは長男のクラウスさんってことになってたんだが、クラウスさんはあまり信頼されていなかったんだ。
Also, how did they find out that she was apparently 2 kilometers away from the mansion during the night? I mean, they found them after the accident, right? After the crime, so it's not like she was outside the mansion this whole time. She might have just escaped. Yeah, she might have just escaped. Maybe someone was like murdering everyone and she just escaped. And she got lost on the Rokkenjima, basically. It's entirely possible. Unless she killed everyone and then she escaped in panic and stuff. But this is like... what?
それで親兄弟4人の中から公平に跡継ぎを決めるため、非分の謎というゲームじみた試練を課した。
Wait. What if the... Huh. We never find the place that Eva found on the epitaph, right? The Golden Land, I assume that... I don't... Yeah, the Golden Land, I assume, is what the epitaph shows. Maybe the place where Eva was, the 2 kilometers away from the mansion, is actually the answer for the epitaph? Is this the place? But no, but... Interesting. Worth to think about this when I get to this point. And have it in mind. Game-like test called The Ritual of the Epitaph. Okay. How... Okay, I have a questions. How did they got this information? I guess this is what Eva said, right? There must be... They said like Eva said nothing about the accident. But she's saying now that... Okay, so yeah. Eva just told them at least some information. Before death.
それは表向きだな。おそらく金蔵さんは初めからエヴァさんを当主後継ぎにするつもりだったんだ。
Okay.
長男が後継ぎだという自らのルールを撤回してでも、クラウスさんと違い、非常に勤勉で優秀だったエヴァさんに家を任せたかったんだ。非分の謎を解いた者に家督を引き継ぐなどという新ルールは、クラウスさんから 次期当主の肩書きを奪うためだけの茶番だったんだろうな。
茶番ってどういう意味ですか？
Like Ivan knew the answer from the beginning?
あの碑文は誰にも解ける必要はなかったのさ。
Great! We finished Umineko. So yeah, thank you for joining. We don't need to solve Epitaph anymore. We just finished Umineko and yeah, that was amazing story. So I will see you in the next videos, I guess. Actually, I want to solve the Epitaph, so I will just stick a little bit more, like maybe a few hours, maybe like several hours, like until the end. Yeah, I want to solve it. Let's
適当
follow.
に刑事期間を経た後、本当に金蔵さんが後を継がせたかったエヴァさんを呼び出し、その答えを与えるだけでいい。
What I just said? Maybe Ivan knew the answer from the beginning. But she was like struggling and she got the tips from Rosa actually in the episode 3. Unless what we saw in the episode 3 is actually a lie, big lie. Actually it is a lie. Beato just lied to us, like whole episode 3 might be a lie. And what they say, what they saying now, what Eva said to them is actually true.
つまり、それこそが当主継承の証ってわけさ。
それはワイドショーでは言われていない話ですね。
まあ、当主継承がうんぬんなんて話をしたら余計陰謀説が優勢になっちゃうからね。
Maybe it's worth to find out some correlations between Eva in particular and the Epitaph, if they have something in common.
俺もバカじゃないからさ、誤解を招くようなことはわざわざ口にしないよ。
This was his theory. At that time, the Shremia family head, Kinzo, whose remaining life was announced to be short, was troubled by the problem of who was to succeed him. Normally, the successor would be fixed as the oldest son, Kraus, whom Kinzo had chosen himself. But in his later years, Kinzo began to think that Eva would make a more fitting family head. However, Kinzo was stubborn even against himself, was timid by the title of successor that he'd given already to Kraus. And he'd searched for the official stance by which he could skip over Kraus and select Eva as his successor. The official stance was the riddle of the epitaph. The primary successor was still Kraus, but there was a new rule, saying that if someone appeared who could solve the riddle, they would be chosen as the successor of the headship. Then, on what would probably be his final family conference, Kinzo told Eva the answer to that riddle himself. In short, it was the same as proclaiming that Eva herself was the successor. Okay, now I will have to... Yeah, when I will be analyzing episodes 2 and 3, I will need to go back and see if it's possible for Eva to meet at some point with Kinzo. Especially in episode 3, I think. Yeah, especially in episode 3. If there's a way that Eva could meet with Kinzo before his death... Maybe Kinzo is not dead in episode 3 actually. Maybe he never burned. It might be the same case as in the episode 1, which I will be talking of course in the other video, but it might be the same case, so he might be still alive? Huh.
エヴァさんはあの日、金蔵さんに呼ばれ、それを打ち明けられたんだ。そして、当主を引き継ぐため、当主だけが知る隠し館であるクワドリアンにエヴァさんを呼びつけたのだ。
Yeah, the hidden mansion. But we never saw this meeting, so if that meeting had to happen, then it would be like before this last Rokkenjima case, basically. So it was like the previous. It was like 2 years on display, so Eva probably could knew for a few years now. I don't know. I will have to think about this. But this is like valuable piece of information actually to make a theory about this.
で、一足早くその隠し館で待っていたエヴァおばさんは、
I think like
その
this
お
guy
かげで
theory
事
have
故
a
の
lot of
難を
holes.
逃れた。
A lot of holes, but it's possible that she could knew from the beginning how to solve the epitaph. Or at least she had some kind of clues. So she had like a head start. And if I arrive at the hidden mansion one step ahead, she escaped harm in that accident.
エヴァおばさんが全ての財産を奪うために事故を装ってみんなを殺し、
Yeah, my thoughts and what I said exactly like few minutes ago. It's entirely possible as well. And then she like escaped like 2 kilometers away. Also, if she was, they're just suggesting that they found her in the hidden mansion. So that means the Coadorian is 2 kilometers from the main mansion. That's like a few minutes of walk. It's not that far, I guess. But it's, again, this is island, there's like forest and stuff, so it will take much longer.
自分だけ難を逃れただけかもしれない。
Because the time on Rokkenjima is also very important, like how much time do you have to do something?
大衆紙はそう騒いでるな。だが、俺はエヴァさんを信じてるよ。信ずるに足るポイントがいくつかあると思ってる。
Okay.
例えば、
今エンジェちゃんが指に通してるその後ろ三宅投手の指輪だ
Yeah,
よ。
she have a ring.
その指輪は金蔵さんが特別に作らせた世界に一つしかない指輪だ。
Yeah, pretty much.
そして今エンジェちゃんが指にしているものは間違いなくそれだと作った細工師も認めてる。
Your point is? The Shemiya family has a ring. That ring, with the heft of the gold and the one winged seal on it, had the diamond arranged on the pedestal and felt both sturdy and reminiscent of the dark hobbies of the rich. Kinzo had worn that on his finger without removing it even for a moment. That man was saying that the fact Eva had it proved that Kinzo had acknowledged her as a successor. Not really. I disagree with that. I highly disagree with that. Like, he didn't... To have that ring, Kinzo didn't have to acknowledge her. She could just steal it. Like... Yeah. Like, maybe Kinzo just died because he had, like, short life. Right? He had, like few days maybe or something. Or, like, month. I don't know. It wasn't specified how much time Kinzo have left, but what if Kinzo like died at night and she just sneaked in and just like grabbed the ring? It doesn't mean that he acknowledged her, she just got a ring.
その指輪を確かにエヴァさんが持つからこそ。
Yeah, like I said.
そして実際にエヴァさんが優秀で、クラウスさんにはビジネスシーンでの数々の集大が知られていたことを加味すると、エヴァさんの話は全くの作り話とは思えないんだ。
True, but still... It don't have to recognize her as a successor to have a ring?
その指輪を奪うためにおじいさまを殺害した可能性だってあるけれど、
NG is doing exactly what I'm saying. Okay, I like NG. I like NG. She's thinking like I do. I like NG. Okay.
そしてエヴァおばさんは何らかの細工をして事故に見せかけて一族を皆殺しにした。
そうだな。大衆氏は財産の独り占めが目当てで一族を皆殺しにしたなんて言ってるようだな。確かにエヴァさんはここ一番では随分思い切ったこともしちゃう人だよ。あるいは後ろ宮家の財産を独り占めできるチャンスに生涯でただ一度の殺人を犯したかもしれない。
But still, Eva being a culprit and murder everyone doesn't fit for me just because of the case of George. It just doesn't feel for me for the case of George. And for Hideyoshi as well, but mostly for George. It might be the accident that Hideyoshi and George died, but I don't believe like Eva could genuinely kill Hideyoshi or George. I just don't believe it. So I would like to basically erase her from the culprit pool list, but I cannot. Like, she could still murder everyone outside of Hideyoshi and George, and they could just die by the accident. Like, maybe they were like tangled up with everything, and they just like got like, for example, shot by accident or something. I want to erase Eva from the pool list, but... But Rosa is sus.
そう信ずるに足るポイントの2つ目は？
エヴァさんのご家族だよ。秀吉さんにジョージ君。
Oh my god, this guy is going to tell what I'm saying. There's no way that she would kill them.
エンジェちゃんはにわかには信じがたいだろうけど、エヴァさんはあれでか
Yeah.
なり家族を大事にする人だったんだ。
Okay, why is suddenly everyone in Umineko thinking like I do? What happened to this game? This is not surprising anymore. True part of me didn't want to believe it or acknowledge it, but I did understand vaguely. Antiva certainly had been a bad person who highly treasured her family. Had been a person, not bad person. God damn it. After all, the rot of her twisted personality had been nothing more than the sadness of losing her beloved husband and son. Yeah, pretty much. Like, she wanted to do everything for George, basically. She believed in George. Like, he could, like, follow her footsteps, like, accomplish the dream that she had. And everything. After getting hit with her angry outbursts, as she tried to distract herself from that pain, I have no feeling of sympathy at all. But it's not like I can imagine how the incredible shock of losing her whole family must have changed her character.
家族を愛したエヴァおばさんが夫と息子を見捨てるわけがないと？
Pretty much.
そうだ。もし本当にエヴァさんが犯人で、一族を事故に見せかけて皆殺しにしたならば、
Yep.
夫と息子が絶対に生き残ってるはずなんだ。
Yep. What is happening with this game? Like, Umineko suddenly is agreeing with me. I don't know what's going on. Okay, this is a surprising thing.
偶然、自分の家族だけが隠し館にいたとへりくつをこねてね。
Yeah.
もし秀吉さんとジョージ君も無事だったなら、さすがの俺でもエヴァさんの陰謀を疑ったろうよ。
Yeah, because only her family survives.
俺は秀吉さんの葬儀で見せたエヴァさんのあの号泣を演技だなんて到底思えんね。
Yeah, oh my god, Eva, it's like funeral of George and Hideyoshi. Oh, that makes me sad.
どっちも状況証拠的ですね。エヴァおばさんの潔白を物理的に示すには至らない。
That's also true. It could be accident, like I said. They could die by accident. She could still kill everyone.
それを言っちゃおしまいだよ。生き残ったのはエヴァさんのみ。
Yeah.
その彼女がそれが真実だと言うんだからさ。
Yeah, that's her claim.
でも 彼女の潔白は誰にも証明できない。
Yep.
ああ、そうさ。そして彼女の犯行も誰にも証明できない。
Yeah, I wonder how that's possible. Like, you have a lot of bodies on Rokkenjima right now. And a lot of missing people. And only one person who survived. Is that really impossible to find any kind of proof out of this? Unless she's actually not relevant to this? Unless she didn't do this, like, actually, then yeah, but if she did this, then they had to find something, right? Come on, like, there's like tons of bodies. So we can assume that she didn't do this, actually. Like I said, because of Hitoyoshi and George, I don't think she did that. But still, it's not entirely impossible.
そして信ずるべきポイントの最後が警察だ。
Okay.
何しろ派手な事件だったからね。陰謀説を騒ぐ世論に後押しされて警察が随分とエヴァさんを調べたはずさ。
It was easy to feel something unnatural about to claim that Eva had avoided the accident by coincidence, because she alone had escaped to her hidden mansion. Yeah, so the hidden mansion, the Kuatori... what? I don't remember the name. The hidden mansion is 2 kilometers away from the main mansion, basically. Furthermore, at the time, Hideyoshi Company had been right in the middle of the takeover struggle, and in order to buy off the big stockholders, she had wanted large sum of cash. It shouldn't be too hard to find a motive there. But as a fact of matter, there had been nothing at all that implicit that Eva, as she went to the family conference. Nothing unnatural was found on her that could be used to brutally murder her family and make it look like an accident. I mean, you don't have to find it on her. Like, this is Rokkenjima, she could like literally throw it like anywhere in the forest. The servants who escaped harm by being off duty on that day also stated that they hadn't seen anything strange regarding anyone related to the event, Eva included. I mean, if they were off duty, they couldn't see stuff, obviously, duh. Like... ah? Putting it all together, it could only be concluded that Urshimiya Eva had headed to Rokkenjima for a normal family conference without any change, and had encountered an accident.
警察があれだけ散々調べて事件性を見出すことができなかった。
Okay. Like, I guess they didn't find any murder weapon, I guess. But still, this is like the whole island. Like... yeah. It's tough. It's really tough.
警察がそう断じた。それで、ロッケン島疑惑は決着じゃないのかな。
Also, I wonder, like, if they call this accident, how this accident happened? If everyone died by accident, like, what kind of accident is that? Like, did someone by, like, Goda, for example, or like Maria made a joke, and she, like, thrown the rat poison into the food? I don't know, I'm just, like, being totally random and whatever, don't listen to me. But how the accident happened? Like, what is this accident? How?
それは単に警察は事件性を
I cannot believe that's the accident. I think there must be some kind of a culprit. And there must be some kind of motive that is something more than money. I don't believe the money alone is the motive to massacre everyone on the island. I don't believe it. I just... like... money motive is just weak. It's so weak. Unless the person who did this is actually like a maniac.
発見できなかったってだけの話じゃないんですか？
Yeah, they couldn't find the evidence. Thank you, Angie, for agreeing with me.
それを言い出したらキリがないな。悪魔の証明になっちまうよ。
Oh, bringing up the devil's
犯
proof,
罪
yep.
を暴くには証拠を見つければいい。でも、無実を示すには何を見つけりゃいいんだい？
Yeah.
消極的事実の証明は不可能だ。
エヴァおばさんが犯罪を犯したか否か、それを判断する材料が見つからないから、そのまま真相は迷宮入りということですね。
I will solve it. I will not let it be. I will not let it remain a mystery. I will solve it. Or at least I will get something right. I hope so.
そうだな。エンジェちゃんの期待する言い方にするとそうなるな。エヴァさん自身にだって自分の無実は証明不能なのさ。あの島で不幸な事故があった。そしてたまたまエヴァさんが生き残った。しかもそれ以上のことは何もわからない。
My assumption is that she went to Rokujima to find the clues at this point. That's what I think. And then she met with Butler. That's what we saw in the tea party. Like, she met with Butler and she was somewhere... He was somewhere with some people. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret it yet, but... I think she will go to Rokujima by herself because, like, yeah, she have money and she have a headship, right? So she can, like, just... arrange the ship and go there. I assume Butler is still alive.
つまるところ、唯一の生存者であるエヴァさんの話を信じられるか否かってことになるわけさ。俺は信じたよ。指輪の話や彼女の尊敬できる家族愛、そして葬儀で見せた涙。それらを加味して考えて彼女の話を信じようと思ったんだ。
でも私は信じない。
Okay.
指輪なんて奪う気なら方法はいくらでもあるだろうし、家族仲が本当に良かったかなんて誰にもわからない。
Yep.
葬儀の涙が本物かなんて証明不能。
True, but still Hideyoshi and George, I don't believe like she would like fake it.
というか、私はそもそもエヴァおばさんなんて大嫌い。
Yep, we know that. I think I agree a little bit with both of them. With Angie and this guy. I think I agree a little bit on both of them.
だから私は彼女の話を信じようなんて思わない。
事件の真相をどう見るか。
And this one view the truth of the
俺とエ
crown.
ンジェちゃんで真っ向から対立しちまったな。
But I'm siding more with Angie. Though.
俺たちに与えられてる情報は全く同じなのに、全く異なる見解も持っちまう。
Yep. I agree with both of them, but mostly with Angie because I feel like she's hiding something. Like, if I hide something. She never said, like, what happened on Rokujima actually, so... Just that fact. That she never told, like, the whole truth and story about what happened on Rokujima. This alone is just making everything suspicious.
こういうこと、政治や経済でもよくあるんだ。同じ事業をやっても必ず評価は分かれちまう。どうしてかわかるかい？
いいえ。
愛があるかどうかさ。
Love is brought back once again. Huh.
相手に愛を感じてるかどうかで、物の見え方は全く違うってことなんだ。
That's true.
好きな人が貧しい人に施しをすれば尊敬できるだろう。
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell me I will have to review my episode 1 theory and take love into account. Oh no, don't do this. I want to make a video, not dive into this mess again. Oh my god. Would that change anything? Maybe?
でも嫌いな奴が施しなんて始めたら、売名行為だとか、ばらまき行政だとか、非難合々さ。
Actually, I did take love into consideration in the episode 1. At least with few characters.
何をしても
So I think I'm safe.
愛があれば感謝し、愛がなければ非難する。それが世の中ってもんなんだ。
エヴァおばさんのことを信じられるか信じられないか、それだけの違いってことですか？
Yeah, pretty much.
彼女を疑う人間には、彼女が何をしてもしなくても、それは実に不自然に見えるだろうさ。逆もしかり。俺はね、世の中には真実なんてものは、よっぽどのことがない限り、存在しないんじゃないかと思う
Truth
ね。
might not exist in this world at all. Oh my god, don't say that.
いや、仮にもし、真実が存在したとしても、それを信じるか信じないかは、絶対性の宿らない真実なんて、真実と呼べるのかい？
Can we call truth without certainly truth?
エヴァさんが物理的なアリバイを示したとしても、君はそれを信じられたかい？
Probably not. She would think like it's fabricated. It's like updated autopsy report made by Edgeworth. It's hard to counter that. I hate Antifa, so I will probably deny any information beneficial to her and interpret any neutral information in a negative way. In other words, the truth is already decided inside me. So, just what in the world is the truth that I'm still searching for, unsatisfied?
そういうことさ。つまり、俺から何を聞こうとも、エンジェちゃんがエヴァさんを未だ疑っている以上、何を聞いても今さら何も変わらないってことなのさ。
Yes, so we have to like totally sever ourselves from the characters to solve this. If I am detective, if Butler is detective, he have to like just sever ties and think about everything coldly, basically. So that way he will not like take any sides of the conflict.
少なくとも、今のエンジェちゃんじゃ、仮に未知の新事実を掴んだとしても、真相に至ることはできんと思うね。
Okay, what hit Herto is? I have no idea. Let me know in the comments what that is. I really don't know what he means by that. Piece of hit Herto. I have no idea.
私では真相に至れませんか？
だって、エンジェちゃんは、どんな新情報や新証拠が見つかったって、エヴァさんが犯人だってスタンスは変えないんだろう？ならこれ以上何を調べたって意味はないじゃないか。君の中の真相はすでに決まっているわけさ。
The truth inside of you is already decided. It's basically the same for every single character in Umineko. Depending on their point of view of everything, the truth is already decided for them, so Butler might already have some kind of... Butler probably cannot solve it as well. After all, he's... like... For him, the truth is that someone outside of the family did that. Like, he don't want to suspect anyone. I don't know, but yeah.
だがもし、
I like this
エンジェ
episode.
ちゃんがそれを真相と思わずに、さらに奥深くの本当の真相にたどり着きたいと願うなら、
Go to Rekenjima by yourself, maybe? As I said?
もう話したつもりなんだけどな。 なんだかわかるかい？
Is it?
愛ですか？
Okay, never mind.
よく意味がわからないです。
エンジェちゃんは今、エヴァさんを犯人だと仮定し、ものを考えている。
Yep.
でもそれじゃあ片目でものを見てるようなものなんだ。片目じゃどんなに目を凝らしても、ものを立体的に見ることはできないだろ？だから、もう一つ目がいるんだ。もちろん、今の目とは別の立場でも。
エヴァおばさんが犯人ではない。
We were talking about this before. Okay, where was that? Let me know in the comments, remind me of this. Because there was something about looking at the board. Oh, I remember. Okay, never mind. There was episode like 2 before, I think. When Angie met with Butler, she was like talking that she will tackle everything from like different side, being basically the other eye. Like Butler is looking from one side and she will look from the other side, so they have like different perspectives. So, okay, so MG is probably unable to change her position because she hates Eva, but Butler is different, so she's using Butler to get to the truth. Butler is one of the eye, MG is the other one, and they can solve it together that way. Because they have different views.
あるいは本当に事故であるという仮定にも基づいて物事を見ろと。
そうそう、その通り。物事を考えるときには、異なる立ち位置から見るようにするんだ。
How did she meet with Butler though? And Butler would be 30 at this point, so that's also weird.
そうじゃないと、本当のことは何もわからない。新聞だってそうさ。一つの新聞だけじゃ、その記事を書いた記者の目線一つでしかものが見られない。複数の新聞を読むことで初めて立体的かつ冷静に分析ができることもある。
Yeah, and the problem is that no one bothers with that really. They just like read one thing and assume it's truth, which is normal thing to do, to be honest. That is pretty dumb.
愛がなければ真実は見えない。いいね。
Love the truth can't be seen. Oh my god, I will have to literally... Don't tell me I will have to take that like literally into all of my like theories I will make. Probably I will have to consider the relationship and that that the love might blur the judgment basically. Yeah. Maybe he thought it's interesting that such a flashy phrase would pop out of his mouth. For a while he laughed, looking pleased. At the same time, he was telling me that he'd said everything he knew, and that it was about time to leave. I understood that and got to my feet.
俺にもエンジェちゃんの気持ちが分かったよ。あんたが納得するようにしばらく好きにしたらいい。当時、君は6歳だった。
Pretty much,
訳
yeah.
がわからないうちに家族を失い、未だに心の整理がつかない気持ち、よくわかるんだ。真相はわかるかもしれない、わからないかもしれない。
It's okay.
エヴァさんは犯人かもしれないし、犠牲者かもしれない。
Might be a victim. Interesting. That's true, actually. Like, being only a person alive from such an accident, if that's accident, we can consider her as a victim, basically, as well. I mean, come on, she lost like her whole family, like everything, like this whole inheritance just straightforward went suddenly into her, like, head. Like, she got, like, whispered by everyone. Yeah, we can consider Eva as a victim. Like, sure.
エンジェちゃんが信じる真実が見つけられるのを祈ってるよ。
True if you believe
若いうち
in.
の旅も貴重な経験かもしれない。
ありがとうございます。
Jar is such an engagement probable experience. Going to Rokenjima? Hmm?
お忙しいところ、お邪魔して本当にすみませんでした。おこのぎさん。
If she's going to Rokenjima like physically, that means that Meta World is somewhere on Rokenjima. I would say so.
いいっていいって。
Also, yeah, okay. We have his name. Okonogi Tetsuro.
これからどうするんだ？
まあ適当に事件関係者やその道の専門家ってやつに何人かアポを入れてるので、そちらを当たるつもりです。
People related to crime. Probably police and stuff, I
そう
guess.
か。納得のいく答えが見つかるといいな。
At that time, company president Okonogi's secretary came in, handing him a memo over his shoulder. He read it, then looked between it and my face.
エンジちゃん、旅に出てごらんと言った矢先で申し訳ないんだが、耳に入れといた方がいい情報だ。
Okay, this is getting pretty difficult to end the episode, actually.
君、今だいぶやばいらしいね。
Oh my god, what is going on?
私の金を狙ってる連中ですか？だからお金なんてくだらない。
Yep.
だからって財産丸ごと売っ払って、全額を福祉に寄付しようなんてしたら、エンジェちゃんの財産で川残用してる連中が、目ん玉飛び出しちまうよ。
ああ、スマデラの家ですか。あいつら、何を偉そうに保護者面して。
I haven't forgotten Antiva. There's no way I will put myself in the care of Sumadera family. I probably want to, as Antiva often threatened in the past. Cut off my arms and legs, throw me in a warehouse, and execute me a family well dry.
スマデラ家の使いがここに来るそうだ。
Yeah, fuck him.
君を引き渡せと。いやいや、保護したいと言ってるな。
Hand you over, yeah. Great.
使いって？
君のおばだよ。キリエさんの妹さんだ。
Okay.
君のことを妹のように思っていると前に話してたな。
Yeah, sure, like I will believe that.
ご冗談。せめて孫と言ってよ、あのババア。
文脈から見るに、君の意思は聞く気がないようだ。
Yeah, probably.
地下2階の駐車場に車が待たせてある。行きなさい。
Oh, he's helping her. Okay, I was wrong about him, I guess.
スマデラの家から引き渡せって言われてるんでしょ？いいの？私を行かせて。
エンジェちゃんはきっと将来大物になるよ。この歌詞はその時の出世払いってことにしとこう。行きな、早く。
Okay. I'm surprised. After bowing silently and deeply, Angie left the place at dash. After watching her leave, the female secretary straightened her glasses and whispered,
スマデラ家からは足止めをしておくように言われていますが、行かせてよろしいのですか？
足止めならしたよ、十分に。それに間に合わないのはスマデラの過失だね。
Okay.
エンジェちゃんには逃げろと言ったし、スマデラにはエンジェちゃんが来てるよと通報したし。捕まっても捕まらなくても双方に恨まれない。
Okay. You are actually pretty smart.
世の中はすべからく愛だね。大丈夫、逃げおせるよ。
Also, what is this soundtrack?
何しろ追ってまくためにビルから飛び降りられる子だからね。
Okonoki looked down again through the cracks in the blinds, muttering, "Nope, definitely couldn't do it." Angie wasn't a fool herself. She got off the elevator, but on the 3rd floor. A taxi in the 2nd level of the basement? That's so neat and clean that I don't like it. It's probably better to refuse for now. But my enemies aren't fools either. They're probably waiting in the 1st floor lobby, as well as the underground parking lot. It's such a massive building. Instead of getting anxious and escaping outside, maybe it's better to stay inside and wait it out. I think we'll see what she decide how to escape in the next episode. I feel like this is the place which is good to end the episode. Oh, we have tips menu. We'll check the tips menu later on. Maybe they contain spoilers, maybe not. I will not check them now. You can let me know in the comments if I should check them out or not. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. So it's probably going to be early episode or late, depends how you look at this. It's going on the weekend, so next episode will be on Monday, so you have little time to let me know. So yeah, let me know if I can check the tips menu. And that will be it for today. So thank you once again, and we will be seeing the Angie escaping in the next episode. So thank you once again, and for now, Pocket Watch is going out.